also with N.J.K Worldwide YouTube channel, and today we are here at where the mine salt. So walk with me as we go to where the salt is being mined. Follow up those who haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe, like, follow. So this is the salt. Yeah, so he's dressing up the place for new season, for new salt mining. Dress up all this place. Yeah, so this is the salt water over here. This is the water that dries and turns into salt. So this is the salt land. So you have to break or cut the salt from the ground piece by piece. Ajapla go la ko fe.
Mi aba fia. Yenya votar ji havaji. Na tawa no tan no dina no.
So this place is Keta. It's within Ketu South, and under Keta we have one township called Keji Haveji. So this is where we are mining the salt. And when you look at it, like you see that a lot of people are here mining the salt. Looking at it, salt in Keta is bringing a lot of money to people and also providing some kind of job opportunity to some women who are in the house that they can't go out to farm or to do any fishing work outside. Then they come to this place to do their own and get their money to feed their homes. And also when they pump the water into when you look at it, like, you see that they've squared the places. When they pump the water into it, like, it will last for about 3 weeks depending on the scorching of the sun, for the water to evaporate and the salt will come out of it. And when you look around, you see that some people are washing this thing, the salt over here, and that is the way of mining it. It's on the ground. It's very hard, so you have to use, sometimes you have to use all these hard things to dig it from the ground before you wash the sand and you get your salt out of it. And I learned nowadays the salt, the blue sack is now 100 cedis, but the pan, our local pans that we use at home, is 50 cedis. This is how salt is costing, because it's an essential thing that we need in everyday life.
Yeah, so this is the salt here being digged from the ground. They're mining it from the ground. So after the evaporation has happened, this is what you have to do next to gather the salt from the ground. So this is the process of washing the salt. Yeah, so your salt is ready. Okay. Yes. No chemical. I want to know, salt always dissolves in water, but you are washing the salt in the water to clean it. Why is it not dissolving?
Oh, it cannot dissolve because the water which we are using to rinse the salt, the sand mixed with the salt, for the sand to be separated from the salt, is concentrated, because we got the salt from the concentrated, highly concentrated salty water. Because the sun has scorched the water and is now highly concentrated, so the water is now like the salt. It's highly concentrated water which contains some amount of salt, so it's now in connection with the salt, so it cannot dissolve the salt. But when you use normal water, the quantity which maybe when you take this quantity into water, some of water like this, nothing will remain here. By the time you rinse it, nothing will remain here. But when you dip it into the salty water, you still get what you